Do you want to make a lawsuit and get compensated for your injury? Hire a personal injury attorney. When you hire a personal injury attorney, you can have all your case resolved in ways that you are able to see a doctor and be covered for all injury expenses. The famous case of Donoghue versus Stevenson by the House of Lords in 1932 laid down the foundation of the contemporary negligence concept and the professed neighborhood principle. The case is so much celebrated since it enabled the judiciary world over to overcome hiccups envisaged by privacy of contract, the perception that only those that are party to a contract can bring forth an action in court regarding the specific contract. The neighborhood principle as put by Lord Atkin made it a legal requirement that you should practice reasonable care to shun acts and or omissions that you can be able to reasonably foresee injurious to your neighbor. This had the implication of opening up a number of actionable claims, suchlike compensation for personal injuries suffered from accidents both on the road and in place of work. In light of this milestone development in law, the goal of our legal team is to help injured clients obtain the utmost monetary recovery to reimburse them for all of the damages they incur as a direct result of an accident. With over 3 million victims of personal injury each year, many have lost their source of income after being restrained in wheelchairs for the rest of their lifetime, whilst others lose their lives. Hire a personal injury attorney. Call 844-268-5279. The death of these victims occasion financial constraints to their dependents henceforth. Personal injuries come with grave consequences besides death and hefty medical expenses for the lucky survivors. Many are the times you completely lose the capability of earning again. To add salt onto the open wound, the pain and suffering that come with accidents is just intolerable. Nonetheless, our legal expert will fight the legal fight for you until judgment is given in your favor. During the many years our law firm has dealt with personal injury claims, and in other areas of law I have witnessed an out of proportion lack of awareness by the public to realize that they are protected under the law on this account. There is regulations and indeed decrees for those of you agonizing from the acts of another person as negligence. We have a remedy. The common practice of self-representing yourself in court must not continue. This trend has envisaged the loss of many cases that could have been an easy catch under the supervision of an advocate. We are trying to move away from the costly nature associated with obtaining legal aid because we strongly believe that everyone is entitled to know their human rights one way or another. Hire a personal injury attorney. Call 844-268-5279. The mere fact that an individual is vulnerable does not warrant you to exploit them. It is unfortunate that many accident victims have been taken advantage of in many ways. The most common scenario is whereby once one sustains some injuries either from the office or from the road, the offending parts with a little token swum time taking the victim to the hospital to avoid court proceedings. To make matters worse, some drivers take off as quickly as they hit you. If you have been lately caught up in this dreadful drama, sit back and hear me out.